I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
What's up, Challenge fans? Welcome in for another edition of The Challenge. That's right, season 35. We've got Victim of Love. It's episode 13, and there was a lot of love and not love so much going on tonight. I'm joined by two fabulous hosts. We've got Jenna. What's going on, Jenna?
What's up? Hello, everyone.
And of course, I'm going to swing it over to Benny. We're joined by Benny as well. He's apparently live in studio tonight. He's allowed back in there. Fantastic.
Studio, you guys.
And we're going to start off tonight's episode.
Glad to be back.
I'm glad to see you there, Benny. Looking good, man.
It looks really professional. It looks very legit. I feel like you're going to read us like the evening news instead.
Thank you.
What floor are you on? Because I see a beautiful skyline back to your right there. It's a beautiful Los Angeles skyline.
Oh, we're all the way up top, man.
Penthouse. I thought so. Let's throw it over to you with some news, Benny, that you had an interview this week with Naya and Jordan, and let's talk about that to start the show.
Yeah, so I had an interview with Naya and Jordan. It was a really, really good interview, and I'm sure, as like all of our listeners and all you guys know, Jordan is under some controversy because of what he said in the past during the Real World Portland. So he came on the show to talk about that, and he said a lot of things. Like, one important thing that I remembered is he said he hasn't been in touch with MTV or Viacom. And I don't know if you guys remember, there was a rumor going around that they had a meeting and that Jordan was going to be banned but not fired. So according to Jordan, he has no idea what's going to happen whatsoever. Another thing, I thought it was very cool of him to apologize for what had happened back during the Real World, and him and Naya just explaining, what happened behind the scenes during that fight. So overall, yeah, it was a very interesting, good interview.
Yeah, shout out Benny for that, because that's incredible that you got that together. Benny's working overtime, guys. He is setting this up by himself. He is doing all this work to try and give you the conversations for Black Lives Matter that are needed. I think bringing Naya and Jordan together was huge, especially with all the rumors and all the talk that's been circulating about those two, especially, and Jordan. And having it be with you and a host and a moderator, not just them kind of conversationally talking through a live, was so big and important. I had a follow-up question for you. Do you feel like Jordan tiptoed around some of the subjects a little bit? Because when I was watching, I was kind of like, oh, I can't put you on the spot like that.
Yeah, I do think that he genuinely feels bad for what he said, and I know he feels very sorry. I know a lot of the fans, the big thing for them, I don't think a lot of fans think he's racist. Like, maybe some who don't know Jordan and they were just introduced to him a couple of seasons ago. But fans who have been watching since Real World Portland, they knew Jordan said these things. So I don't think they thought he was racist. I think they wanted him to be held accountable, meaning they wanted him to have the same fate as D. And so I asked him, do you think that, you shouldn't be on the challenge? And he said, he pretty much said he should be, because where would anyone learn from that? You wouldn't learn anything from just punishing him. So, that's what he said. Some fans still didn't think that, he was giving it his all. Some fans were actually very happy about it. So it's in between.
Did he say if he thought that D should then be still allowed to be on the challenge? Then I forget. If he thinks that he should still be.
He said that he thinks that MTV acted very very hastily, if that's even a word. But yeah, they acted very, very fast, I guess.
Okay.
And yeah, he does. I remember asking him, he did say he does think D deserves a second chance.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel uncomfortable with that or bring
No,
up that topic.
you're good.
No, you did a really good job with the interview. And speaking of rumors and not knowing where the hell they come from, like this meeting that Jordan supposedly had with MTV, another rumor in Challenge World that just keeps going round and round that I keep seeing is about Big Brother, the newest season of Big Brother. And everybody seems to
Mhm.
keep posting that Devon and Swaggy C are going to return. But Devon has gone on her own Twitter saying she's not doing
Yeah.
it. And now I just saw on Challenge T Instagram like an hour ago that there is now a US Weekly article where Swaggy C even says, I would not go back right now. I know all these rumors about All Star Season 2. Swaggy C is not on that. So it's like, do they have to just say that? Because some fans just cannot give up that these two are going to be on that season, and they just will
Yeah.
not drop that and let it go, and it keeps getting posted and talked about, and people are like, I wonder if he is on it or not. It's like, didn't they confirm that they're not? I don't know why we're still thinking it, but could be a curveball.
Well, it's interesting because I remember Devon was saying earlier, she was like, "No, I did not get a call for that season, but I did get a call for something else," something like that. So that made me think that she got a call for the challenge, because it's either that or the challenge, right?
Yeah,
Unless she's
I
hopefully.
doing
guess.
some completely new reality show. But Josh is rumored to be on that season, Big Brother.
Yeah. And all these rumors, though, I just
Pam's
I don't
favorite.
even. Yeah, it's hard for me to believe any of them until I actually see it in writing or on one of the actual like legitimate like fan pages where it has them all listed for the season. It's hard for me to even believe any of these rumors. So, but
Yeah.
any other news, guys, before we move on to this episode tonight?
No. I think that's it.
Oh, all right. Well, I got a question to start off the episode, guys. Is Kacey cheating? Did she cheat in what we saw this episode or throughout the season? Did she cheat? And I'll let you guys. I'll go last if you'd like this time. You guys go ahead.
So I would
Go
not
ahead, Jenna.
consider this, okay, I'm not going to use the word cheating. I don't think that that's the vocabulary word you would use. However,
Really?
yeah, I mean, well, what did she say that Nany kissed her? Kissed her where? I don't know. I missed that.
That was we bleeped out.
It was literally bleeped out. Okay, so you might be right there, actually. You might be right, because that was really blurry and that
Right.
part wasn't really clear or confirmed. So how I felt watching it was, if I am Kacey's girlfriend, I'm really upset for a lot of reasons. It seems like she's not giving her relationship at home the validity it deserves. And whether it's like a kiss on the cheek or a cuddle on the couch or a hug here, a giggle there, it's still, I think, the amount that they're really hitting it off and the fact that they seem like so immersed in each other and they're so happy about it, that would be kind of disheartening for any significant other to watch. Is like, why are you vibing on somebody else so strongly? You know,
Yeah.
you're really like ear to ear, like you're really loving this, and you're kind of like belittling our relationship. And yeah, so if it's just kind of like tussling on the couch a little bit, it wouldn't be cheating. I don't know what or where Nany may have kissed Kacey, but it seemed like something more happened. But if I'm Kacey's girlfriend and I'm sitting at home, like I would really be sketched out. I would be concerned, and it could be means for a breakup. It absolutely could be.
Benny the Jet.
So I feel like Kacey's girlfriend knows that she knows what she's like. I think she knows that Kacey is a very flirtatious person, because I remember her girlfriend tweeted something and she was like, you know what, I'm laughing so hard at all these people like saying all these negative things about me breaking up with Kacey. And so I think she doesn't have a problem with it. I think that's just Kacey's personality. She's a very flirtatious person as long as she doesn't cross the line. I was under the assumption when she said that she kissed Nany, wherever she kissed Nany, I was under the assumption that she was joking, but I could be wrong. I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know. You
Yeah.
have to, as long as you know your relationship and you know that your girlfriend or significant other is indeed joking and you're 1,000% sure they would never do something with you, it does seem like they're vibing so strongly that it would be questionable, you know? And I feel like it does cross the line enough. Like, even if it's maybe just like a toe or two over, it's enough to be like, why are you taking somebody else so much? You know, it seems like it's more than friends. It absolutely is. Because Kacey goes in her confessional and says, like, I feel something so strongly for her. And it's like, what? Wait, back up.
Now, are they together or did they break up or are they still together, Kacey and her girlfriend?
I remember seeing something probably like a month ago that they were still together. I don't know about now, but
yeah, well, I'll go all in with this and I'll say she was totally cheating. The way that they were on the couch together, the wrestling and everything, it was so like, it was, we could say it was inappropriate all we want, but to me, if I saw my girlfriend on the couch with a dude, or I guess another girl, well, if it was another girl, I might feel, no, either way, I would feel super like used, like you, wait, how much do you care about me if you're willing to share that type of like, the wrestling was so like almost passionate to me, the way I was looking at it. I was like, if you're willing to be passionate like that with someone else, when we're passionate like that, will you just be passionate with anybody that you fancy or find attractive or have a mental connection with? Because to me, it was she. And then the kissing thing, I believe it was, the way it sounded was, it was like in this area. So if someone else is kissing I think that's why they bleeped it, because it was the T word for breast. I don't even know why I just don't say the T word then. But either way, I think it was in this area. We don't know because it was bleeped. But if someone else kissed my girlfriend in this area, I'm sorry, but that's cheating to me, and I'm not about it. So I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's me.
I think that if you're Kacey's girlfriend, it's blurry enough where you could go either way. If you really love her and you want to stay with her, then you can easily say, it wasn't cheating, it wasn't enough. So what, she got flirty. Or you could say, this exactly what you said. If you could be so passionate with somebody else, are you just going to do that with anybody else that kind of like comes on to you a little bit flirty, or somebody that you think is hot? So now it's like,
and here's my final thing on it. If you're willing to do this on TV where you know cameras are watching, what are you doing when there's no cameras around and not worried about getting caught? Because clearly she should be worried about the cameras seeing this, and she still was doing those things with Nany. So
exactly, really good point.
But what if Kacey's girlfriend is the exact same way? She's just
that's their relationship then, for sure, Benny.
And then
that's fine. If they want to be open like that, more power to them. But that's not how I would want my personal relationship to be. If I'm going to be with someone 1v1. Let's get into the challenge of the evening, guys. It was called a blocked in. You had to free a red car out of like this, like around all these other cars. Didn't we already see this in like 8 seasons ago where they had to like drive cars around and get them free? Or am I like losing it? Did we ever see something like this? Or no?
I don't remember, but I loved this challenge though, because it reminded me of like just all those games on your phone that you play.
It was that, Benny.
So
it was like, a massive version. It was a massive version of that, man. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Did you guys not actually have,
I want to do this.
There was actually a toy I had growing up that's literally all the cars in the grid, and they had the traffic jam. And I was just thinking, I've always am forever sucked at that game. I can never figure it out. That game is a bane of my existence and I hate it. And I think for this challenge, I would be so frustrated. And I love that everybody is being proactive when they see it. Melissa's like, we're going to do this, this, this. Everybody's strategizing before they actually even get into the playing field. And I'm thinking, is this just ambitious? Is this wishful thinking? Or do they actually have this strategy down to a T? I would think you would need like a bird's eye view. It's probably so hard to do while you're in the middle of the cars and dealing with, not being able to see it from a good vantage point.
It's got to be harder without that bird's eye view, because that's how the games work when you play the games. Or if you had the little piece that you and I had, Jenna, where you just had to move you put the car anywhere, put the other cars, kind of close your eyes, and then just try to solve it. You know, bird's eye view is key. You're not going to be playing it like this.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
yeah.
Did you guys ever at any point in this challenge think, like, okay, I know what they need to do here. I know where they need to move what card.
Nope. No, I did not.
Hell no. I was like,
But I did.
good for you guys, because I would be shit at this.
I loved when Anissa was like, I wish I could just tell him to just push the damn card that way. And she's like pointing over there. No one's listening to her. Whenever she tries to talk, people are just telling her to shut up. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah, they made it sound like Team 1 had no chance of winning, by the way, because when they showed Team 2, they completed it like super quick. But in actuality, Team 1 still won by 13 seconds. So producers trying to trick us right there for sure.
What did
any
you
other
think?
thoughts?
Yeah, what did you think about Team 1 choosing Rogan as their puzzle master, as their spokesperson?
They always choose him for puzzles for everyone. Is he that good? I guess
There's
we saw it maybe last
he
season.
has to be good at puzzles. He has to be.
And yet we haven't seen it, Benny, right? Or maybe we did last season. I'm not sure. Like,
I'm trying. Yeah.
I think it was a good strategy in theory, right? To pick one person to speak, but you're also putting a lot of eggs into one basket. Like, at one point, you're going to have to collaborate, right? Rogan's not a know-all. He's not God of this puzzle. He's going to need help from somebody at one point or another. Too many voices is overpowering each other is never going to work. But putting all the trust in Rogan, I was like, well, I guess if you pick that strategy.
I think it's like the two heads are better than
people.
one. Bam, Benny and I just said at the same time. Two heads are better than one. You should have two people doing the calling out, because you can also view it from different viewpoints too if you spread those two people out. And then just go for it from there, I think. But yeah, one wasn't enough.
And if you have Bananas on that team with all the experience he's had and how good he is at puzzles and strategy, why would he not be the easy choice to be the spokesperson? I guess Rogan was probably pushing for himself.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I will say Bayleigh killed it though during that challenge. She was a beast.
Yeah,
she was the most vocal, and she made the most sense to me as far as like, okay, all right. She seems like logical here. Everyone else was just yelling stuff, so I didn't know what was going on. But yeah, Bayleigh seemed logical with her opinions on where to move.
And with everything she went through this episode, it was really good to see that side of her too. Her finding her voice in the challenge, actually being vocal and kind of making a little bit of, making a presence when for past challenges we haven't really seen her be that vocal and taking charge like that. So that was awesome.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, Bayleigh's had a great
season.
In
that elimination.
I know.
Yeah, she did.
Bayleigh's had a great season. That probably is why she was so passionate about it later on, because she felt like she kicked ass at the challenge.
And she only lost by 13 seconds. So she had it. And honestly, I think that Bayleigh carried Swaggy throughout the whole season too, if I'm being super honest. But that's me. No, you can disagree. I don't. It's all good.
I think Wes carried both of them.
Well, when you team up with Wes, yeah, you're in pretty good hands for at least a while.
I think Bayleigh did have a better social game though, I think.
Until this episode when no one wanted to help her out, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
And I guess like we can go ahead, Jen.
Oh, yeah, no, I was going to say, it seems like from what this episode has showed us, it looked like they had little to no social game. They definitely were reliant on the Big Brother alliance, but that I don't know about that Big Brother alliance. I feel like that's so wishy-washy. Like, sure, you can say you want to stick together as like a BB team, but when it really comes down to it, I don't think anybody on this season were that close from Big Brother that they wouldn't just put one of their new friends for the challenge in.
Bayleigh at one point said that her and Kacey had an unspoken agreement before they came in that they were going to help each other out. I'm like, an unspoken agreement? That doesn't mean crap on the challenge. Unspoken agreement, not even like we talked about it. It's unspoken. We're both on Big Brother. No, it clearly didn't matter tonight. Well, let's get into that. Let's get into nominations. Mel and Bay, I'm giving them nicknames. Both want to go in. And of course, how convenient is it that Kacey gets the final vote when it's all tied up? Conspiracy. How is that not planned? Benny, come on. That was a conspiracy. No,
I'm with you on that conspiracy.
Oh, good. I got a conspiracy.
What? I think you guys are getting too like tinfoil antennas on the head with that one. How can they
Jenna, how could producers say let Kacey vote last no matter what, just until see what happens, and then boom, it's tied up. That's
okay, well, I guess that. But I mean,
she
knew before the nomination that she was the one and only swing vote. So that's the way it panned out was not
yeah.
a surprise at all. It was going to be that way. Melissa started politicking before the daily challenge, before the nomination round. I feel like she already had numbers because she had promoted how badly she wanted to go in there way before. So okay, in that sense, possibly, but it being like a crazy conspiracy, I was like, nah, we always knew it was gonna be like that.
Just thought of another conspiracy. They let the entire team win and be in the tribunal. That's like the first time we've seen it all season. Not 3 people. They let like 7 people be in that tribunal.
Like,
so
why?
shouldn't those exactly? So those people, in theory, should have been in that room voting. Because only the tribunal does not vote. And that would have swung the votes maybe differently. And then maybe Bayleigh would have got in, but they didn't want Bayleigh to get in. They want the drama with Bayleigh because they know she likes to freak out, maybe from Big Brother. And there you go. The producer swung it in their favor again to get us drama. And I'm happy they did because the drama
That's a conspiracy I can get behind. That one I can get behind because why the hell was there like 12 people in that interrogation room?
Right.
It was the first
like
time
the
we saw it all
biggest one
season
so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
What did you guys think of nominations? It went how we thought. I mean, anything else? Any other thoughts before we move on from nominations?
Bayleigh, man.
Well, we're
I
gonna
was
get
not
into
surprised.
My next comment from is we're gonna talk about Bayleigh right now. Is she's freaking out in an engine room somewhere, and a producer goes and talks to her, and I'm just like, why no one else? She just went by herself. You think, like, why was no one else like helping her at that point? Because we see in the next scene, Nelson of all people, he's so mean to Anissa in the season, but then all of a sudden he's like this like saint coming over to Bayleigh and telling her everything's going to be okay. And I believe this is the scene that their famous blanket makes an appearance, their love blanket.
Yeah.
Swaggy sees it. And I don't know. I just wanted to get thoughts on is Bayleigh's freaking out justified because she doesn't know if there's going to be another elimination after this one. And she doesn't know at this point. She could still get voted in at this point in theory, right?
Yeah.
Here's my thing.
Go ahead, Benny.
Here's my thing with Bayleigh. I'm torn with it, but I'm more towards Kaycee's side because, you have to remember this is a game. This isn't your personal life. You're in this game to win money, and you have to put all personal feelings aside. Johnny Bananas said it best. He doesn't make close relationships with a lot of these people on the challenge because he has to make tough decisions that some people will get hurt over. And so I don't think I understand why Bayleigh is upset and now she doesn't have Swaggy C there. And it feels like she has no one there after Kaycee betrayed her. But I think she took it too far when Bayleigh was like, I'm going to tell her ex everything that's been going on, pretty much saying I'm going to get her ex to break up with her. That I thought was taking it too far because that's when you're going back into the real life and you're messing up the real life. This is a game right now, and you leave everything in the game, and then when the game is over, you just leave it all there and you go back to your real life.
Yeah, and Benny, I wrote down MTV is going to show all this anyways, Bayleigh. You don't need to be. You can air out her dirty laundry if you want, but MTV is going to show all the cuddling. I mean, that's good footage that they want to use. So
I mean, I wonder if they wouldn't have shown it if they kept D a little bit more of a bigger presence, So I guess there's it's uncertain how much they will show of a subject. But what you're saying, Bayleigh's not coming from a place of respect for Kaycee's girlfriend. She's coming from a place of resentment and spite for Kaycee. Yeah. So that's where it's wrong. But there's a lot going on in this Bayleigh-Kaycee situation. And it's a lot to try and digest yourself and try to see what's true or not, because it's a lot of he said, she said. So there's parts of it where I can defend Bayleigh and totally understand where she's coming from, because it is that part where you're emotionally completely drained and you freak out and you blow up. But even before that, I know what she's saying when she's sitting there in the nomination. And I agree that she should have spoken up and she should have promoted herself. But I wonder if she would have made herself look like more of a fool by trying to speak. If she had shaky voice, was going to cry and freak out. I think she was trying in the best way she can to withhold her emotions, because she knows she goes to 0 and 100. So I think in that point, she's kind of trying to keep it all under wraps so she doesn't freak out too early. What pissed me off about Kaycee in the nomination is that everybody knows Kacey is voting in Melissa for Nany because that's who Nany wants. So why does Kacey say, Bayleigh, I just don't trust you in the game. I like you as a person, but I don't trust you in the game. That was like, okay, that's a lie.
Yeah.
And why are you now trying to pin something on Bayleigh?
I mean, not like she doesn't want to make her girlfriend any more jealous than she might already be by giving that as the reason. Who knows? But she obviously it was a false reason, I think. But
I did feel that was a cop out when she said that.
Yeah, that definitely rubbed me the wrong way. And so Bayleigh, I get that she's coming from a place of emotion. She's completely, entirely alone now. She doesn't feel like anybody's in her corner. It was so nice of Nelson and Kyle to come and give her that support, because when you're in a place like that, I feel like it's like, you know, she feels bullied regardless of whether she is or not. So maybe she shouldn't be playing a victim if she's not, but either way, she's a victim in her head. So she's warranted in her feelings and her emotions. You know what I mean? But it's just confusing them because it seems like she's even more justified when she talks about Kacey was saying, I want you in bed with me. She was saying, I miss you. She was saying like that.
Yeah.
I was the Nany before the Nany. So then it's like, oh, so there's even more emotions in this than we thought.
I didn't watch this Big Brother season. We need to watch this Big Brother season.
I know, right?
Because then I would be able to like really understand I was going to ask you guys, who do you think is telling the truth more, Kacey or Bayleigh? Like exactly, right? Like I don't know.
Well, if it's on the Big Brother season, then you know we got to give it to Bayleigh. If what she's saying is on Big Brother, then my whole thing is
Bayleigh. I want Bayleigh to be telling the truth because I love that drama with Kacey kind of being Kacey's building a character now. She's like the flirtatious. Is she a player? Is she not a player? It just builds her character so much more if we think that she's done this in the past, or was she using Bayleigh in the Big Brother house to get further in the house? That was the other thing I was thinking too, though. Was she just saying those things like, I need to be lying in bed with you at night? I love having you around, because she realized Bayleigh was a good player in Big Brother. I don't know.
Well, then that was her time to say that then, instead of just saying it didn't happen. But there's the she said thing. We don't know who's really telling truth. I think there's definitely grounds to believe that Bayleigh is fabricating, but I also think that Kacey might be fabricating too, because the way she talks about Nany in her confessional at the beginning of the episode is like, we're just flirting. We're just really good friends. And then she turns around and says, yeah, Bayleigh and I flirted, but just
and she also
friends.
says Bayleigh is beautiful in that confessional as well.
Yeah.
So she clearly doesn't think that she's ugly. Like I can visually see her flirting with her and not having it feel like a completely made up thing. Benny, we got to get on this. I don't think Bayleigh will want to come back on because of the show tonight, maybe, but we got to get an interview with Bayleigh. We got to get an interview with Kacey, or we round table it, Benny.
Hey,
come on. We get everybody in
Let's get both of them on. Let's get them to be friends again, you know?
We got to round table it. We got to round table
I'm down. Bayleigh, Kacey, if you're watching this, come on. We want to talk to you.
We just want to figure it out.
We need to figure it out. Really, yeah. But yeah, I really do get where Bayleigh's coming from, but there's also a lot of things that she did wrong in this situation. She's spazzed. Like, I don't think she needed to maybe reach that level. But again, sometimes your emotions come out. And if you think that's somebody you consider to be a really good friend of yours and you had a past relationship, then that's her own prerogative. That's her own feelings. But I also think, one, it's not anybody else's fault that she is now not getting the opportunity at the proving ground. Like we said last time, everybody it's
proving ground. I love that you called it proving ground.
That's what it is, right?
No, it's purgatory, but I love it's still a version of it. It's a version of it. I love it.
But it does seem like a lot of people are deflecting their fate in this game on other people, and it's like it's not really Kacey's responsibility to carry you to the purgatory. Because you had X amount of chances. You've been in the tribunal a number of times, Bayleigh. You really could have volunteered. You could have gone in. And it's not Nany's fault at all, because Kacey's doing this for Nany for herself, for Kacey. So don't blame Nany. And also, why is Nany a lying ass hoe?
You nailed my next point.
Oh my
God. My next comment, guys, is why is Nany a lying ass hoe? What did she lie about tonight? Because I didn't see anything with the lying. No. Can you guys help me out with this?
That's where Bayleigh's wrong. That's where Bayleigh keeps like going and
Bayleigh
going.
was just
like,
pissed.
You're wrong. Yeah.
Bayleigh, I think Bayleigh's a little. Is Bayleigh a little butthurt? Is Bayleigh a little butthurt that Kacey doesn't like her anymore? But she's with Swaggy now. They're like engaged. So why is she so?
No, I don't think that's it.
Is it just because she doesn't have support in the game anymore? Then
No, it's what Bayleigh said. She feels betrayed. You know, she expected Kacey to go her way instead of Nany's way, and
Well,
that
Benny,
just
let me ask you
wasn't
this
it.
though. Did
And
she talk? Did she talk or like team up with Kacey all season? Bayleigh.
no, well, they even said it like she made her own bed by just
Right.
being with Fessy.
So that's my point
So
though. Why should Bayleigh be so upset when like she hasn't really been hanging out with Kacey all season? And apparently Kacey and Nany were hanging out all season, but the producers and they didn't really show us a
right,
lot. Like they were all season doing that
right,
cuddling stuff. So okay,
yeah.
Kacey,
That's
yeah, let
true.
her vote
And we
for.
really
She
didn't
should be able
see
to help Nany. Yeah, but
we
anyway,
we
sorry.
only really saw them hang out with Wes pretty
Mhm.
Right,
much.
exactly.
No, that's a really
So
good point. It's a two-way road. It's a two-way street. And if she wasn't
right,
also extending that alliance and that relationship, now that she's bringing it up only now, when she didn't get the vote
yeah,
from Kacey and Kacey was a swing vote, you're right. It could be that could be wrong of Bayleigh too, because we didn't really see much of their friendship this entire season. And now to pull it out when, again, you just didn't get into purgatory where it's like, you can't just blame everybody else for not going to purgatory. That's what everybody's doing at this point who hasn't gone to Red Skull
hmm
yet.
I'm telling you, we got to get both these girls in to talk to them because it's just so
we
it's
need
such an
to.
interesting storyline, and they threw it at us in like the last couple episodes too. So
Yeah,
I'll give the producers this. They did a
this
really
was a
good
good
job putting
one.
this episode together. Yeah.
I wonder
Mhm.
if they're still not friends because Bayleigh said she will never be friends with her again. So, live
Yeah,
chat, you got the tea
and
or no?
Let
we
us know.
we do know Bayleigh said that she wasn't even gonna watch this episode.
I saw that on her either Twitter or it's probably Twitter. I saw it
Yeah,
Oh.
tonight
on her
that
Twitter.
she's like, nope, can't watch tonight. Not gonna happen.
I mean,
So
that's the thing of it. I like to think that I would be level-headed and composed on this show, but I don't do we all really know how we would act? So it's like
no idea.
I get
Right,
it too.
they
Bailey's probably mortified and
especially this
embarrassed and doesn't
season.
want to watch this. Like I get that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can like they say that bunker does things to you, and I believe that. You know, you can be the most sane, level-headed person, but you have to think you're in there for I don't know how many months. They said there were no
2.
windows whatsoever.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you go crazy in there. So
Yeah.
I even though I don't really 100% agree with her actions this episode, I definitely feel for her, especially because her support, Swaggy C, was not there to help her. So
Yeah.
Carlita, I am reading this chat. Carlita said, "Don't act like y'all read this chat." I
I'm
see
looking
you.
over. I'm looking over too. I'm looking over too.
That's why I'm looking this way.
It's hard. It's hard to do both, guys. We're trying our best here. All right, let's move on to the killing floor. Oh, I mean proving ground. Oh, I mean purgatory. Yes, that's what it's called. And it's called Off with Your Heads. And you got five. You each have 5 red skulls. They got to pull them off each other. And it's Melissa versus Nany and classic Nany. Close but no cigar. Because that's classic Nany.
man,
It really is tale as old as time with her. It's like I
Yes.
feel bad. I do. But it's also like if she hasn't gotten there yet, I don't know.
That's my point. If she
it's
went
on
in
her.
first week, if she had to go in there first week, is she already out first week? Like that's my thing with Nany. It's like I think she has a great political game because she gets very far in these things. But then when it comes to the challenges and the
she
eliminations,
has a
it's
lot of
like
friends.
yeah. But for the rest of it, it's like she's very average at all the other things that you have to
She
do on the
was
challenge. Swimming,
so
not really good at swimming. Like
close.
yeah,
Yeah,
but she's
this
She
elimination,
was
it couldn't
so
have been
close.
between, well, maybe it could have, but as far as scrappy female athletes go, we had like the best combination. I think this was better than Bananas and West. Whatever the hype, whatever how many seasons it's taken for Bananas and West to go against each other. When I saw it was Nany and Melissa, I was like, oh shit, like
Oh
it's
yeah.
about to go down
yeah.
because Melissa is scrappy, Nany is passionate, and so the elimination was really good. And as we saw, it was neck and neck the entire time.
Yeah.
I got to give it to Nany. She held her own like no other. So it wasn't like last season where I felt it was more of a landslide when she was going against Ashley. But this one, she actually she almost won, and I was proud of her.
Yeah. I'll say this: Melissa's baby swimming around in her belly, right? Is it just me? Like that baby is flying around in there. I cannot. Every week, I'm like, the stuff that this baby's gonna be like the best athlete in the world because this baby's been prepping since being inside the womb. And
the baby should be the new host. Should be the new TJ.
Her baby's father is he does something in sports, like he's a football player in the UK.
Oh, nice.
Like football, like soccer, I think.
Yeah,
like
football, like soccer, yeah.
Soccer, yeah.
Legs.
We did not need to see Dan's foot right now.
I just wanted to clarify which it was.
That's incredible.
Benny's in studio. It's harder for him to do that. He's got his legs underneath the table. So.
Okay, so
all right.
Wait, I have a question. Who were you guys rooting for watching this?
I wrote that down and I didn't care, but I guess Melissa, just because why not? I think Melissa.
I was rooting for Nany.
She needs one. I'll give you that for Benny. Nany needs a win, so I can see why you'd want her to win for sure.
I love them both, so it was hard
for
me. It's so weird how this happens because in eliminations where I love both people, I can't really come up with a reason. It's just gut instinct, and I just find myself audibly cheering for somebody. And this time it was Melissa, and I was just like, okay, well, I guess I clearly want Melissa to win because I'd be like, come on, get it. All right, nice. But then Nany would do something. I'm like, okay, that's good for you too, Nany. But yeah, I don't know if it's because Melissa's pregnant, but I feel like Melissa had an early departure on the last season she was on, and I know that she is a great competitor, so I just wanted to see her like succeed in that.
Yeah, I thought that she was just a little more aggressive too than Nany, and I just love the extra aggression, so I just wanted her to win. She just seemed a little harder, a little more badass when she was really
And Melissa's always like that during eliminations, because remember her, I want to say it was her second elimination during her rookie season, and I forget who it was against, but she lost. But how she was going at it, it was like when they had to wrestle the ball away from each other, and they were in oil.
It's the girl that's teamed up with Joss that season. It's gonna oh god.
It's gonna bother me also.
It's gonna bother me. I'll
she went all the way, even though she lost. Like that girl is a competitor.
Yeah. Nany always does have that insecurity too that I think mentally messes her up before an elimination, but she brought it tonight. But we see in the past few seasons, and she said it before the elimination, I just like, it's not something I'm ever going to be able to shake off. And Melissa, on the other hand, is like unbothered. Like, I feel like she was talking to Fessy and she was just like, yeah, I don't even care. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready.
American Dad fan jumps in and says,
Nany was like,
sorry, Benny.
No, go ahead.
On a delay here. I just was right. American Dad fan jumped in and told us it was Sylvia that Melissa was going against in that wrestling thing.
Yeah.
Sylvia.
Yeah. And they fought dirty in that too. There was
there
was elbows.
Melissa fought, yeah.
Sylvia was getting pissed. I remember, yes.
Ooh, and
Benny, you were saying
Projects
something.
is like
ahead,
real
Benny.
pissed. We forgot it was Sylvia. Sorry, bro.
Oh no, it's fine. It's good.
All right, well, let's get into what's happening. They show us there's going to be a double elimination next week. But it also shows that there's going to be one more round. Jenna's just reading the comments now. It's going to be one more round. I see what you're doing, girl. It's going to be one more round of eliminations. So, therefore, everyone's basically going to get a chance for a Red Skull. No one's just going to have to leave unless both Josh and Kyle can't get in there. But I got a feeling it's going to be Josh versus Kyle next week. And everyone got a chance at the Red Skull. And then Bayleigh's going to get in too. So everyone had an opportunity.
Everyone gets this participation.
I have a prediction.
Go ahead.
I have and this prediction actually isn't from me. It's from one of our hosts, Sana, who is a huge fan of the show.
She is.
Is she sitting right? Benny, is she sitting right there? Ben, is she sitting right there? She's
sitting right next to me.
Sana,
have her slide in
there.
Benny, slide her in and have her tell us what it is.
Can we do that?
Well, real quick, just see what your prediction is.
But I'll just say it. She's working on something. But she was pretty much saying that what if the people who have more than one Red Skull can have the choice of giving a Red Skull to someone who doesn't have a Red Skull and they can go to the
Oh.
final. So they can either keep it or give it away.
Tell him to get the hell
I
out of
like
here.
it.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I told you guys at the beginning of the season when what's his face got like when Jay got like 3 red skulls or 2 red skulls, I was like, why did he get extra red skulls? TJ made that pretty obvious that you could have more than one. Is there something that could be going on with those? So maybe
I think
maybe Sana's right.
Sana's a great prediction, but I do think the best prediction comes from the live chat right now.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Again, shout out NS Project. You're really bringing the heat tonight. He says, spoiler alert. It's actually more of a spoiler than a prediction. Josh cries.
Yes.
Oh, I can't.
He wrote it twice.
Like
he wrote it twice. He wanted us to let him know that Josh might cry 2 times, possibly. Then who knows?
Oh, I only saw it once. I wonder if they might. It'd be maybe cool if they could just do an equalizer. So competition fair for like male and female competitors, where they just have everybody without a red skull just go at it. Like just
That's
go
what I
in
want.
purgatory, y'all. Just go at it.
Double elimination. You have to get like through 2 rounds, and the only person that wins both rounds gets to go through. Only one more red skull available. Maybe it's something like that. Ooh.
Yeah, make it like an obstacle course, like a Tough Murder or something. Just stick them in there and see who
stick them in there. Yeah, I love it. Stick them in there. Guys, we have 2 minutes left. Any final thoughts? Any more fun predictions? Anything else?
Finally, we got a good episode.
Yeah.
Finally.
I
was happy.
I love this show, but don't you just feel like it's kind of like get on with the show a little bit? Like, aren't we just kind of it's dragging a little bit?
Well, yeah. I mean,
we're only on episode like 14.
Only?
Yeah, so I'm predicting. Well, I'm predicting we get at least 1 more to 2 more episodes, then a 2-episode final, so 4 episodes max left. Maybe only 3 though, and then we have a reunion. That's what I'm thinking. Because
there were 18 episodes last season, right?
So we're at 13 right now, so that puts you at 17 if there's 4 more. But
yeah. I mean, they used to be only like 12 episode seasons, and now it's like 21 episodes with the 2-part reunion.
Yeah, they do like TV sitcom style, 24 episodes. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. That's going to do it for us tonight, guys. My name's Daniel Lingren. You hit me up on TikTok at IdiotBoxBoys. Let's throw it over to Jenna. She's still reading the live chat.
You guys.
She loves
Thanks for tuning in. I'm loving it. You're right. I'm not able to multitask with reading it, but I'm loving it. You guys are going off. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Carlita, I see you. Wow. I'm on Twitter at Jenna_Bussier. And Benny, what's good?
You guys can find me on all social media at Benny J. Adams. Thanks again for tuning in and listening to us. If you guys haven't seen it yet, go and catch my interview with Jordan and Naya. It's a really good one. Also, for more challenge news updates, go and follow our exclusive Instagram page at Challenge News Now.
All right. Peace out, guys. See you next week.
Bye.
Later,
Our founder,
guys.
Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.